And now, Freelance Heroism.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates at the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Yes.
Rachel,
hmm
would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Duncan, Nate, Breakmeister, Rebecca, and Chris Sones. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show for everyone,
hmm
and we couldn't do it without you. So
Yeah.
we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Rachel,
Yes.
we don't have an intro ready.
We don't. This
We're just
is
going to wing it. They're winging it right now.
off the cuff.
Off the cuff, yes. Boy, this is gonna flounder. This is gonna flounder
Oh, no.
hard.
I woke up with such a scratchy throat this morning. I don't know if it's
Mhm.
because I got my flu shot a couple days ago.
They jam it in your neck
No.
because I think
Just
they might
like
have
if
been
I
doing
got
it wrong.
if I
That's how
got
they
just
did
like
it.
a little sick from it, or it's been getting colder here, so it could just be the cold air is kind
You
of
got boogers.
irritating my throat. I don't think I have boogers in my throat.
I mean, they hang from your nose down the back of your throat.
hmm
That's how boogers do. That's how boogers do. Edit.
Well,
Episode title. That's how boogers do, bro. God. Look, I feel like my sleep isn't doing the thing that sleep's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you wake up and feel refreshed, but it's not been doing that for me.
oh.
And I'm gonna die probably pretty soon.
No, no, you're
Yeah.
no,
hmm
no.
Catching up. It's catching up. The Grim Reaper is sharpening his sickle at my door.
I don't think that's accurate whatsoever.
Hmm. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but I do know I want to be angry about something.
hmm
So why don't you pitch me 3 topics,
Okay.
3 things. I'll pick one to be angry about, and then you and me can just eviscerate it. How's that sound?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. First thing we could be angry about is when you go to the grocery store and they have like vegetables, but they're packaged in plastic. But they're like not diced or anything. It's like here's a whole squash and we put it like on a styrofoam plate and then wrapped it in plastic.
Okay, pin that one. That's a good one.
Okay.
That's for sure the lead, and it would probably be the lead even if there weren't it weren't the first one.
Okay.
Okay.
Second one, people who don't understand how to use roundabouts.
Roundabouts, like you're talking about the little circle driving thing.
Yes.
Right.
That might
I
be
don't
more
know.
personal to me because I have to use a roundabout when I go to work.
Right.
And the number of people who do not know how to use it is upsetting.
I might be the other person. I like it's not that I don't know how to use it, I just don't care. Jersey's right of way rule is that person with the worst car goes first. They got nothing to lose. They're a man on the edge. All right, next one.
Next one is
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm gonna say next one is this is also these are very personal to me. The next one is like when you're at work somewhere and like a customer tells you that they're going to the bathroom and it's like I don't need you to tell me that you're going to the bathroom. Just go to the bathroom. You're an adult.
I like this one. I like
Okay.
this one.
All right.
All right, I thought I was gonna like the first one the best because I already started harping on it a little bit, but
Uh-huh.
this one's good
Okay.
because I think this one applies to everyone, not just people who buy vegetables pinned to boards like mom. Okay,
Okay.
so when you're in a room with a person,
Mhm.
when is it acceptable to tell them that you're using the restroom?
I think if it's like a personal setting, like if I'm, for example, yesterday here at my place, I ran a D&D game. And at one point we had a break in the game, and so I said, I'm going to the restroom, and then I got up and left to go use the restroom. Um, my pet peeve is specifically like when I'm at work I will there's like a number of patrons who will come up to the circulation desk and they will say, "I'm going to the restroom."
Right
And then
now?
they turn around and go to the restroom. And I'm like, "You don't need
Right
to
there?
tell me." Like, you can just go to the restroom.
What if they said, "I'm going to the restroom," and you're like, "You don't have to tell me," and you're like, "Well, someone's gonna need to clean this up.
Oh no.
It's not gonna be me. I don't work here.
That would be
I don't even know where
worse.
I don't even know where the supply shed is."
I think if you're like engaged in a conversation with someone and like personally, and then they're like, "Excuse me just a moment, I need to run to the restroom." I think that is acceptable.
I'm sorry, your conversation is entertaining, but not as much as putting out some liquid from my wang. So take a back seat. I'm gonna go drop this puppy off. No, I mean, it depends on this. Yeah, I think that depending on the situation, it's acceptable. If I have a bunch of stuff at my table and there's like a time limit,
Yeah.
then I might notify somebody. Just stepping away for a second, try to drop a deuce in the brownie bowl. You know?
I don't think you have to get that descriptive.
A deuce in the brownie bowl is descriptive.
Yes, I think you can just say, "I need to use the restroom."
I gotta plop a python down in the flat water.
No.
No,
No,
that way.
not that way.
Oh. Take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
No.
No.
No. Just I need to use the restroom. Excuse me 1 minute.
1 minute?
I think
No, I don't think I've ever taken a 1 minute restroom ever.
I think
You ever just this is gonna we're spitballing now.
okay.
We're in uncharted territory.
Oh no.
Ever just use Q-tips on your ears in the bathroom just because you're already in there?
I don't use Q-tips.
What? What do you use? It's like, don't clean your ears?
I just,
You just make a candle once
If
every
they
year. You
feel-
just pull a chunk of wax out and stick a wick in it.
like I'll like kind of like put my finger in my ear and maybe like if it feels like stopped up.
You're gonna have gross ears. For sure. you're gonna have gross waxy ears. Whoa, we learned something about Rachel. I'm so glad we did this intro now. My thing is that like when it comes to some things, I'm like conservative about usage, right? So like for like a soda, I don't drink a whole lot of soda, so like I'll have like one with a meal sometimes. But Q-tips are not that way for me. I will use them for anything all the time. I'm like a fucking wild man when it comes to Q-tips. Like I go to use the restroom. I just like, if I'm in the middle of a poker game and I just get up real quick, go use the restroom, right? While I'm in there, fuck it, let's get some clean ears.
Let's get some Q-tips. You have like a little cigarette case and you pop it open, but it's Q-tips inside.
No. I do like cigarette cases, though. We will come back to that at another date.
Okay.
I think they're the coolest thing in the world. Yeah, I don't know. I Q-tip all the time. I just do. I think it's important.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. Like any reason to be in the restroom whatsoever is like a moment to walk past the mirror, look at yourself, be like,
It's Q-tip time.
Take a minute.
It's
Take
Q-tip.
a minute and Q-tip. Why not?
It's QT time.
Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you tip it up?
I've never done that. When I was younger, my mom and sister were into like this like thing where you put like a candle in your ear and it does like
the fucking cone of paper in your ear.
Yeah.
Never do that.
They would do that, and I was
Okay.
like, "What are you doing?"
Let me just tell you, never do that. Whoever spread that thing is fucking with you. It does nothing. It does nothing. But what it can do is in the wrong angle, it can put smoke in your ear.
Oh.
And it's not good.
Hmm.
And then this is from a smoker. Don't put smoke in your ear.
Okay.
Ideally. But if you do, Q-tip it out.
Is it Q-tip about
Do you even have Q-tips at your house?
No, I don't have any Q-tips.
What the fuck are you
This is
doing?
a Q-tip free zone.
How are you even hearing us when we talk to you? How do you hear anything? Oh man, that's some crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Oh, that's
Oh my god, how did we get
funny.
here? How did we
That's
get here? You have to Q-tip. You got to get a Q. You know what? You'd probably buy a box and you just need to spend the weekend doing it because
just
you got some buildup.
what if like I don't have hearing problems, but what if like I
You
did
don't think
Q-tips
you do?
and then I was like, I can hear everything now.
Yeah. There's actually an episode of this old show. I'm so sorry about this intro. There's an episode of the show called The Sentinel.
Uh-huh.
Right, and the Sentinel is this guy who's given these like powers from like the Incans or the Aztec or something like that.
Okay.
To be this sentinel protector of his people of wherever he is, right? So he happens to be, I think it's in New York. He's like a cop, and he's now the Sentinel who has super heightened senses, so he can hear and smell and taste and everything like that super well. And at one point, he goes to the doctor, and they clean his ears out. And they get rid of all this excess wax that he has in his ears, and his hearing is too good, and it collapses him to the ground in agony.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I don't want
take that.
that.
That's an old sci-fi show reference for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that. It sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Well, look, you're not the Sentinel, so be happy that you don't have to deal with that because
That's
it is
true.
a burden. It is a burden. Yeah. Did you know Rachel didn't know what Knight Rider was? She had never heard of Knight Rider. Rachel, what the hell? No Q-tips, no Knight Rider? What
There's no fun in this house.
What is even
Nothing.
happening?
Nothing.
You don't know Michael Knight and Kit?
No.
The talking car?
No.
Killing me. You're killing me. Oh my god. We should just do a whole intro one time. It's just shit Rachel doesn't know about. And we just we'll just take recommendations about things Rachel doesn't know about.
People email me like, ask Rachel if she's heard of this.
Rachel, have you heard of this?
Like, no, what is that?
Oh my god. Oh, I'm trying. Okay, let me think of one. Let me see if I can just gauge the kind of things you do and don't know about.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Do you know Silverhawks?
No. What is that?
Holy shit. Okay.
What?
Silverhawks is I'm so good at this game. I'm going to be fantastic at this game. You know what? The next few intros are just going to be this. All right. We've come upon a new game.
Okay.
All
Silverhawks.
right.
Can I guess? Can I
Yeah,
say what
guess.
Silverhawks? Silverhawks sounds like it's a basketball team for like a high school.
I mean, look, it might be, but that's not what it is in the parlance of our age.
Is it okay? I'm gonna guess Silverhawks is an 80s cartoon.
It is an 80s cartoon, but I know about
robots. And it had robots in it.
No, and also quick Googling.
I'm not Googling.
I could see how you might think they were robots, but they are not robots. Actually, what it is a series of these 5 space heroes that can fly through space in these metallic bodysuits that they have.
Okay.
Right. But, and this always bothered me, in the vacuum of space where they put a mask on so they can breathe and function, they still leave one of their hands exposed. And that's supposedly supposed to be okay. I always thought, you're gonna suck out through that suit hole where your arm is coming out. But whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but Silverhawks. I'll show you the theme song after this. Silverhawks. It's very 80s. Very 80s.
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, look at this.
All right. Well, I think this is
a good intro.
This is a good intro. We learned some things.
Pitch some ideas for shit Rachel doesn't know about, and I'll ask her every intro. I'll ask her a couple. What do you think? And if you guys don't come up with one, then I'll think of some stuff. I am so certain. You didn't know Knight Rider.
No.
She didn't use Q-tips.
No.
That's why she didn't know that there's a talking car. She couldn't hear it. Rach, tell us this episode title.
All right. So this episode doesn't have a title because we don't title our Candlekeepers episodes.
Right.
But this is Candlekeepers, Chapter 6.
Hey. Well, then I will finish my soup. What time of day is it?
We'll say it's about lunchtime.
Okay. How long will it take to get there based on what the...
It looks like, considering the condition of the road leading up to this town, it'll probably take you like 2-3 days to get there because you have to go up the mountain.
Well, we'll be forced to camp anyway, so we should leave now.
If you Astra, she's the florist. I can give you some copper to get some flowers for my wife's grave if you're serious about doing that.
Sure.
Okay, he'll give you some and he'll say Astra, she's the only other person here in Mayrin, but she also lived in Vermeulen for a while. But she left, her family took her out when she was like 8, I think. So I don't know what she even really remembers of it.
All right. Well, I already have a suspicion about something. We're going to pay attention to some numbers here since we're being very specific about ages.
Okay.
So he was 20 something when he left. He's in his 90s now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So that means if all things follow, right, then we'll figure it out. She should be 78 ish.
So that math works out about right. Not that Yonk would know, but yes.
This guy is really old to be running a fucking tavern, and it's tripping me out a little bit.
No, like it lists his age.
That's really old for this time period.
It is.
In a mining town too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the actuarial table is just going bright red right now.
Maybe the really salty fish has just preserved his body.
That could be it. He's been brined.
He's been on that Virian diet.
Yes. It's just
which is mostly cocaine.
Salt.
I was about to say cocaine and orgies. Yeah.
Salt beer blowing hookers. Rinse and repeat.
So we found ourselves another Lich Gate fan. God forbid they blow through this town.
I don't know. I don't get the sense that this is a place that they would come.
Not enough beer.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, it's like what we got to drink salt water. Fuck that. Maybe they'd snort the soup.
Oh no!
But that's not going to do.
No, dude, the soup would they use the enema for the soup.
Oh.
So has this gone as horribly wrong as you'd expected it to, Rachel? Or
no, she's clipping us along the way. Like, no, here's the map. Here's the place you gotta go.
Yeah,
you're not fucking around for like 3 hours and again.
Yeah. I'm gonna buy Rachel a conductor's hat.
Dude, I've been planning Thunder Thighs since she told me she was gonna stick through that shit. I was like, yep, payback. Oh, I still want to make a 6 dick joke, but I couldn't reference the other one anytime soon.
Yeah. I just like the opportunity that I get to make library puns. Because I figure that'll make the DM take it easy on me.
No.
Well, I can dream, can I?
Oh no, yeah, it's all good. I'll pay her back tenfold come Ravenloft.
Right. You guys are heading to the central market to find the florist?
Yes.
Okay. So you find her name is Astra. She is a half elf.
The last name is Zeneca.
She has shoulder length red hair that's kind of streaked through with white, and she has blue eyes. They're a little cloudy looking. And she runs a flower stall.
I like flowers. What kind of flowers does she have?
She has all kinds, a lot of local ones, but it looks like some more kind of delicate looking ones. She probably has like a greenhouse where she grows some of these.
Hello.
Hello.
We would like to get flowers for a grave,
Oh, okay.
a
Well,
tribute.
typically, you would put lilies on a grave. I have a few here.
It is for the bartender's wife.
Oh, Lucas's wife, Lorna.
We are going to find Lorna's grave and put these flowers there for him.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. I know, right?
Mhm. Well, let me she'll get some lilies and she'll be like, why don't we well let's make this nice for Lorna, and you can see she's adding some other flowers to it.
Anything in particular that we notice special?
It's mostly lilies, but she adds like some smaller kind of uh little yellow flowers, and then there's also she kind of pauses and looks through her like what she has on the stall, and she's like, uh you know what would go with these is the snowdrop. And she'll pick out some little snowdrop flowers and add those as well.
What does that mean? Nature?
Yeah, you can be nature. What are you trying to discern?
Well, ideally I'd like to know if these flowers have any symbolic meaning, but then past that, whether or not she seemed like she was choosing them specifically, or if she just was momentarily inspired.
So the ones that have the most significance for being placed on a grave are the lilies. Those are typically used for like
Right.
funerary type flowers. The only other ones that seem kind of interesting would be the snowdrop. They are like indigenous to this area, but they're not really common.
What about survival? Can I see if they have any use for those?
Sure.
14 plus 6, 20.
You're not aware of any sort of like there's no real sort of medicinary type use for them or anything like that.
Okay.
She'll kind of like wrap some paper around the bouquet and hand it over to you guys. The road's pretty dangerous. You think you can handle it?
You promise the road is dangerous?
Well, it's very rarely traveled. You know, after everybody left, you know.
How old does she seem?
She looks like she's in her 70s.
Okay. Sorry. Just wanted to get sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Astra,
Yes.
do you know what the surprise is in the soup?
You know, Lucas has never told me.
Oh no.
Okay.
Soup is people.
Well, are you gonna stay in the village long?
Perhaps.
Well, be careful.
What made your family leave when you were younger?
After the disaster in the mine, I was so young. I remember all the adults sort of whispering about it. And just people started disappearing. No one in my family did, you know, thank the gods, but my mom started getting these nightmares. And then we moved out soon after that. We came here.
I don't like nightmares, Mr. Seafood. They're scary.
And
We're living a nightmare right now.
This dude has called me Mr. Seafood every time. Okay. Yes, Yonky Tonk. Yank. That's what your name is now. Can you still hear me, you piece of shit? Sorry. Do you think that the wagon would be able to make it up the road? Or should we go on foot?
The wagon could probably make it. Once in a while, like a tradesman or something will take that road. I assume they make it. They don't come back.
Might get a little bit bumpy back there, but Beefy can make it up there. Beefy can make it anywhere.
That's such a nice looking horse. He looks very strong and healthy.
Thank you. He's a pretty horse and the biggest one that we have. That's why I get to ride him.
I'm still going to be looking around the flower shop.
Do not let her new friend eat it.
It's a stand. She just has like a stall kind of out in the open.
What does do any of the flowers look particularly delicious?
Yeah, a few of them do.
Awesome. I want to buy a dozen of those for a snack on the road.
Okay. She's happy to sell them to you.
I'm going to pull one up and go. I'm just slowly push the stem in.
Oh.
Very nice.
Thank you.
They have a delicious bouquet.
I don't get it.
I just pat Yonk on the head as I lift my arm all the way up.
Let us make our way.
All right. I'll get Mr. Beefy ready.
Mr. Beefy. Very nice to meet you. And it's gonna shake the sides of his head.
All right. So going through the mountains.
It's look at it go. Why the long face?
There is technically still a road, but it has definitely fallen into disrepair. So there's a lot of we have to stop the cart and move this fallen tree out of the road. Or it gets so overgrown, you have to kind of stop and figure out, is this the road or is this an old goat trail or something? But after about 3 days, you do see the woods kind of open up to this sort of overgrown clearing, where the village is eerily quiet. Plants and wildlife have overtaken the crumbling houses. Leafless vines climb rotting walls. Birds and other small creatures nest in the exposed rafters, and gnarled trees protrude from the fallen roofs of a few buildings. The overcast sky adds an air of oppression to the scene, seeming to envelop the village. So there's a sort of central road, and then there's all these ruins of different houses on either side of it, and then you can see going through the village, the road meets this big tree in front of this big sort of square 2-story house, and then the road splits, going east and west from there.
It seems that this is very old, decrepit.
Doesn't look like the gardener's been here in a long time. Is that the tree where the necklace is? The big one right there in the middle?
We can check.
Yonk will go up to the tree and start looking for some kind of knothole or
so you're gonna walk through the whole village to get to this tree.
Well, we were asked to get the necklace, and Yonk is pretty much single-minded, so yep.
So are you taking your horse with you?
Well, I figured we would ride up to the tree.
Okay. I'm gonna
get out of the wagon and walk on foot with my stick.
Okay. What is the marching order?
Yonk up front because he's
in the wagon.
up front.
Mhm.
But me and Montero probably hang back a little bit and kind of mosey.
Okay.
Yeah, take in the silence of death, and everything.
Okay.
Even when you're describing your character, you kind of take on that vibe. I'm gonna have my staff out while I'm walking. It just looks like a gnarled old stick.
Okay.
Oh, and it has a little medicine pouch tied to the top of it, and in that is a bunch of pebbles that I use as a snack.
Okay. All right. As you guys are crossing, through this road that goes in the middle of the village, you're kind of looking around. Everything's like, it's overcast. Everything's all overgrown. Montero, you see a movement out of the corner of your eye.
Remember, warning. Just FYI. I'm reminding the DM about a thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I look over.
There's nothing there.
What is it that you see?
I believe I see the shadows of death watching us as we partake through the town. I shall go investigate.
I will come with you.
Should we leave Yonk alone to his fates at the tree?
Clop, 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 clop.
He has Beefy with him.
He always has Beefy with him. Oh well. I wish Yonk luck.
All right.
May his death be as swift as ours.
All right.
They do call me Anzan the Quick.
We will follow Montero and Anzan first. So Montero, you thought you saw movement off to the left, to the west.
Okay.
So you kind of step off the road and start wandering around.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check. You too, Anzan.
Well, that is glorious. I got a 3.
13.
Okay.
I see jack shit.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. Anzan, you see kind of past some of these more like dilapidated buildings. You see that there is this stone building that looks like it's in a bit better repair than a lot of the others. Not that anyone's been upkeeping it, but just like the construction of the building itself has had it sort of stand the test of time better than a lot of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
There's a sign it's like on like one chain kind of hanging in front of it, and it has it's carved into the wood as like a wand crossed with a blacksmith's hammer, and like the glass in the window is mostly broken, but kind of looking in, you can see there's a lot of dust covering the interior of this building. You can see that there's a forge that sits dormant in the far corner, and a blacksmith's anvil and an empty quenching trough beside it. And on the opposite side of the room are 2 workbenches with stools.
So when I get up to the side of the building, I'm 5'7" normally, but my head can stretch out of my shell up to about 6 feet. So I look around, like into the window, and then I push my head back down, and I walk over to Montero. They look like a construction building, somewhere where they would make weapons or devices.
Then it is our duty to investigate.
I shall go first. And I walk up to the door and open the door.
As you like walk back up to the building and you kind of walk around it to get to the door, you pass by the broken glass of the window again. And you can kind of see like your reflection in what bits of glass are still there. And very briefly, because you're not really looking at your reflection, you're walking over to get to the door, but you see your reflection like in the glass, and like your shell is broken and it's like weeping like blood, and you can see like for a very brief moment your face, but it's like a skull with rotten flesh coming like just sloughing off of it.
Okay. When I do that, my eyes will dart really fast, but my head takes a second to turn to face. There is something strange afoot here.
How so?
I have seen visions, a reflection that is not accurate
Where did you see this?
in the glass.
I go to look in the glass.
You see your reflection.
Something strange is going on.
Another light down. I just see me.
I know it is depressing, but you'll get more handsome over time. I've had many years to look like this, which is why the bitches love me. No, I'm just kidding. You can clip that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We should investigate.
Of course. Shall I go in first, or do you still want to?
I will. Because, and I'm going to like kind of bang my hands on my chest. Armor.
I pat his back.
Back there too. Gonna open the door
Okay.
like very deliberately.
Mm-hmm. You go in?
Yes.
Okay. You don't see much more than what I already described. If you want to kind of look around, you can give me investigation checks.
Okay. Ugh. 17. That's surprisingly good.
Montero, are you also looking around? Or are you waiting for
I've entered as well. I will roll an investigation.
okay.
Ooh, 18 on the die.
All
Hey,
right.
yo.
So Anzan, looking around, you're kind of walking around the room very slowly, deliberately. You're sort of like centering yourself, being very present in the moment.
Okay.
And you suddenly realize that as you're walking around like one corner of the room, the stone on the floor kind of shifts very slightly under your foot. And you realize this is a false panel.
Mr. Montero,
Yes,
my foot.
is at the base of the mountain.
It has found something. I'm going to tap my foot on the.
That is interesting.
I will kind of hunch down.
Mm-hmm.
It's difficult for me to get into this position,
Uh-huh.
but I will take my hand and slide back the false
Okay.
bottom.
Well, you find it like opens up to sort of like a bigger space. It looks like this was, I guess, some sort of like hiding spot. Inside, you find a steel shield with platinum filigree in the shape of winding serpents.
Ooh.
2 matching short swords with platinum filigree on the hilt and pommel in a similar serpent motif. And a stack of 10 iron bars, each weighing about 10 pounds.
Ooh. Very interesting.
That is a good find.
My foot knows the way.
Montero, while you're looking around, you're not so much as like being present in the moment like Anzan, but you are sort of looking at the interplay of like the light and the shadows here and how everything sort of has this layer of dust. But then you notice this.
I'm sorry, Kim, that is fantastic, Rachel.
What?
The investigation checks took on the embodiment of the characters that we're playing. That was so good.
Thank you. I'm trying to be a good DM.
That was fucking great. Everything's covered in a thin layer of dust. I'm just like, oh shit. I kind of want to. I hate this room now a little bit. Okay, sorry.
But Montero, while you're looking around, you notice there is like this very subtle glimmer of light underneath one of the benches. And when you go over there and you kind of look, you see that coated in a layer of dust, there is this thin platinum ring that has this sort of wavy pattern on it. How like you take your thumb and kind of wipe away the dust, and it's just like pristine, in a way that sort of suggests this is a magical item of some kind, since those typically, despite whatever conditions they're kept in, they typically look new.
Pick it up and I hold it in my hand for a bit. Can I do an Arcana check on it?
Yeah.
All right. 18 plus 5, 23.
Okay. Without an identify, you can't be 100% certain, but you are pretty close to being 100% certain that based on the look of this and the engravings of it, which you're pretty sure are to denote water, this is a ring of swimming.
Well, someone will not drown today. That's a shame.
That is a very strange way to look at the world.
Yet, I am forced to look at the world this way.
One must ask ourselves this question, though. Why a ring that helps in swimming in a mountainous land and seafood?
Are you speaking of yourself in third person again?
No, the surprise soup.
Ah, yes.
How do they find fish? Why do they have a ring for swimming in a land that is mountain?
We can only hope that the answers to these mysteries cost us more than our lives.
There must be water here.
While the two of you are sort of pondering this ring of swimming, we will cut back over to Yonk, who he and Beefy and the now empty cart have made it to this huge bare tree. The tree is like covered in all these like different knots and like little like hollows. Sort of behind the tree, you can see there's this very sturdy looking, like very square 2-story stone house. Here where the tree's at, the road, other than going south how you came here, it goes northeast and northwest. To the northeast, you were told that that's the way to the mine. You can see it goes towards like a more rocky area. To the northwest, the road is just like all the other parts of the road you've seen. It's quite overgrown. It looks like there's something kind of blocking the road farther back, and then also in that same direction is the graveyard.
Okay. Yonk will get off of Beefy.
Okay.
And start walking towards the tree. Now, the question I have is the following.
Mm-hmm.
What's my great axe doing?
Are you holding it?
Well, I have it on my person. I mean, it's on my back right now, right? While the weapon, this magic weapon warns you of danger. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you cannot be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. and it magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
Well, you're already awake, so you don't have to worry about that. And
Right.
your axe isn't warning you that you're in danger, so you must not be in danger.
Well, I mean, if my axe is not buzzing or vibrating or
Nope.
doing any of that weird stuff, then either you're telling me the truth or you're not. Okay.
It's like, hey, motherfucker, you're in danger. It does it like Mystical. Do you remember Mystical? Danger! Danger! That's how I want my staff to notify me.
So I will approach the tree since my axe is not warning me of anything.
No.
And I will, I guess, start looking in knot holes to try and find a necklace.
Okay. You start looking around, and fairly quickly you do find one hollow. It's on the north side of the tree, so the side of the tree that's closest to this 2-story house.
Okay.
And you find a you kind of have to like push these leaves and like empty nutshells to the side, and you find this very delicate looking necklace that has a thumb-sized platinum oval pendant threaded on a thin chain.
Okay.
And inscribed on the back of it, it says "For Lorna Forever."
Forlorn is very funny.
And while you're sort of standing there looking at it, you hear from behind you, kind of farther back, whispering.
I turn around.
Hey, little buddy, let me move here.
Hello? Somebody there? Mr. Montero?
You hear in the direction of this house that you're facing now, you hear a whisper that says, "Help me."
Mr. Seafood, is that you? Hello? Are you... I can tell it's coming from the house?
Yes.
I am going to take the necklace and sort of basically wad it up, I guess. I'm going to put it into my my book satchel.
Okay.
And I'm going to start slowly walking towards the house.
Okay.
Hello? Who's there? Who needs help?
In front of you, you see the door to this house opens just like a couple inches.
And my great axe is doing nothing.
No.
Danger! Get on the floor! That was so good to me. I want the mystical. That should be it should be mystical warning acts, right? Mystical acts of warning.
Is somebody in the house? Hello?
This is written by the people who made Scream.
There's no answer.
I'm gonna move. So how far did the door open?
It just opened like a couple inches.
Okay, so it just cracked open. It's
Yeah.
so okay. I can't really get a good look inside. Is it at ground level?
Uh-huh.
And is the whispering continuing, or was it just that one time and then it?
You don't seem to hear it anymore.
Okay. I'll slowly approach the door.
Okay.
Who's there? Where are you? Where do I need to come to help you?
Can you help me?
I don't know. I don't know where you are or what you need help with.
There's no answer.
We're trying to reach you about your car insurance.
Are you aware that your extended warranty is about to expire?
We would like to let you know that for right now and for a limited time, you could get a Disney cruise for just half.
Are you tired of your hair always getting in your face?
Boy, have we got a deal for you.
I will. Approach the door. The door opens in or out?
It opens in.
Yeah.
That's the creepiest way for it to open. Holy shit.
Yeah, of course. I'm gonna do that thing like that kids kind of do where they like go up to the door and they push it open real fast and then they jump back.
So the door swings open a bit more. The hinges are kind of rusty with age, so it doesn't like open as far as it would if it was properly taken care of. But you can see a bit more in. Okay. You can see this sort of entryway where dust covers everything in this wide hall. You can see there are some moth-eaten cloaks that hang from hooks on the left-hand wall. You can see like straight ahead on the like opposite side of this house or this entryway, there's a set of stairs that go up. And then like underneath the stairs, there's a door. It looks like it probably leads outside, like it's to the backyard essentially. You can also see to the left and right, hallways branch off into the gloom.
And nothing calls out to me when I open the door.
No.
Well, I'm as dumb as a stump and as big as one too, basically. So if my great acts of warning is not telling me that anything is bad here,
no,
I will push the door open and I will step into this hallway.
Okay. So it's also very dusty and gloomy in here. There's a little bit of light kind of filtering in through the windows, but
this looks like Mr. Montero's office.
As you kind of walk in and your eyes momentarily adjust to the difference of light, you see like a shadow move on the stairs going up.
Hello, who's there? This is kind of scary. If you want me to help, please don't scare me. That's probably not going to make me help you.
I am the ghost of the dead horse from earlier. Ooh, who's beefy? Where's the beef?
Yeah.
So you can see to your both your left and your right, there are these sort of short hallways that have each one has like two doors, like one to the north, one to the south. So not counting the door that leads presumably to the backyard, there are 4 doors on this floor and then a set of stairs that goes up.
And I saw a shadow dart up the stairs.
Yes.
I'm going to draw my axe.
Okay.
Are you upstairs? Do you need help upstairs or downstairs?
You hear a shriek from upstairs.
Like a lady shrieking or
yes.
A cat or a lady?
A lady.
Well, Yonk has read an awful lot of books about knights who go save damsels in distress in towers.
That is true.
From dragons? That's got to be a weird read.
He charges upstairs.
Okay. Charge upstairs. When you, let's see, get upstairs.
You die.
An open landing waits at the top of the stairs. 4 closed doors lie before you, and a large entryway gapes from across the hall to the south. So there's basically 5 rooms up here. 4 of those doors are closed, and then the one directly south, that door is open.
What do I see through it? Or can I see anything through it?
Let's see here. You can see, it looks like shelves of books. Looks like it's a library. There's also a wide bank of windows on the south wall where if you stood in it, you could probably like look out and see the tree and the town.
Okay. I'll go to the room with the open door first.
Okay.
Miss, are you up here?
I'm over here.
Where did that come from?
From in the room.
Oh, so I'm in. Okay. I turn to the voice.
So you turn to the voice, and it's at that moment that your axe like sort of vibrates a warning in your hands. So this won't be a surprise attack. So we're both going to roll initiative.
And I get to roll with with advantage.
That's right.
Ooh.
What'd you get?
18 was the better of the 2 rolls.
Okay. So we will resolve this round of combat, and then if you want to shout out to your compatriots to alert them, this would be about the like catch up time of them sort of finishing up their discussion.
Sounds good.
But this creature, it is small sized. It looks like sort of a bipedal bug. Like it has these big like pinchers and like these extra little like squiggly mouth bits, and then this like long kind of bristly hair like a boar on its back.
Okay.
And it actually rolled a higher initiative than you.
Of course it did.
You turn to look at it, and its presence is so like startling that first I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw against being frightened.
Oh, maybe 15.
That is a save.
Woo.
And then for its action, it's going to claw at you.
Bastard.
I don't think a 6 hits you.
Not even remotely close.
And then like it kind of like swipes its claws at you, and you just like kind of lean back a little bit, like it doesn't even come close. And it you see like its beady little eyes kind of dart around, and then it's like these shadows just kind of come up out of the floor and wrap around it, and then it's gone. And you kind of look around, and it's like in a different corner of the library.
Hey, you lied to me. You're no lady, and you don't need help.
And
I don't like it when people lie to me.
It is your turn, Yonk.
Well, I think because I've been lied to, and I really don't like being lied to.
Right.
I'm going into rage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to charge and swing my great axe of warning at it. So I get +2 melee damage, and we can. So as my action, I will go ahead and swing my great axe of warning. Apparently, not only is it not good at giving me an early warning, it's also not good at hitting anything, because that's an 8, and I'm pretty sure that's going to. Well, no, wait a minute. Oh no, that doesn't mean advantage. Never mind. I saw an A next to it, but that just means it's attuned. Okay, and then as a bonus action, I will go into frenzy attack, so I can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of my turns after this one.
Okay. Is going into a rage not a bonus action?
Oh, no, you're right. That is a bonus action. So I can't. Well, yeah, you're right. I can't do that this time. You're right.
Okay. Do you want to shout anything to your friends, or just your normal, you're not a lady shouting?
I think if all I get is an opportunity to shout one thing first, it's going to be that.
Okay.
I think that we would hear that though, right?
You absolutely would.
You're not a lady. And we're like, what?
So yeah, the two of you are sort of talking a little bit about this ring and what you found when you hear Yonk's very like sort of like almost like a hurt child being like, "You're not a lady." You both kind of look out in the direction that it came from, and you can see Beefy by himself at this tree. But you can also see on the second floor, because Yonk is standing at the window. So you can see on the second floor of this big 2-story house, inside you can see Yonk like in the window, sort of holding his axe. Why don't the two of you give me your initiatives?
That did not sound like an affirmative sound.
It's a 5.
Yeah, I got a 5 too.
Oh my!
Both got 5s.
Oh,
I have a
Yonk's
-1 to my initiative.
Yonk's gonna be dead by the time y'all get there.
All right. So we'll say
I will mourn you as I mourn my own life.
we'll say the two of you have to basically like double move. Like you have to spend your move and your action to not only kind of get halfway across town, but to get into this this building. You very easily can see the stairs, so you head up there, and like Yonk's on this side. So
I can just climb the wall, right?
Give me an athletics check if you're climbing the wall.
Okay. 15.
Yeah, you climb the wall. So you're at this.
I have claws in my hands. So
you're at this big panel of glass. What would you like to do?
Throw myself through it.
Okay.
Thought you were gonna do like the cat burglar thing, like where you take your claw and you make the big circle in the window, and then
time is a factor. I am quick.
You just claw across this panel of windows that has managed to stay unbroken in the 70 years that this town has been abandoned. And in that instance, you break it, and they all fall kind of around you. And you pull yourself into this dusty library. And you can see Yonk is there looking very upset and angry. And there's also this weird little, let me see if I can.
No one expects the Anzanish Inquisition.
All right, well, let's say it was just your movement since you climbed up the wall. Although I assume that Montero, you took the stairs.
Of course.
Okay. So, Anzen, you've used your movement. We'll say you can do your action still. What would you like to do?
How far away am I from the thing?
We'll say you're about 10 feet from it.
Has it attacked him?
It has attacked Yonk. It did not succeed in actually damaging him, though.
All right. I'm going to boomerang.
Okay.
I'm going to use the bonus action to add extra damage to it. So
all right.
I'm on my sheet looking for my boomerang. How about you show me my boomerang, bro? Sorry.
Did you equip it?
I have it on my belt. You don't have to equip it. You just throw it.
Oh, but it's not like an actual inventory item?
Oh, no. It's like a ranged item. It's one of my Kensei weapons.
Okay. If you didn't go under
God
inventory, and you have to click the little active square to equip it.
So let's talk about something while I do this.
Well, actually, also, since you are within 10 feet of it, I am also going to need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Which I assume as a monk is
going to destroy it.
Yeah.
Okay, 19.
You're fine. You're not fazed by this thing whatsoever.
How far did I get into the house?
I'm going to say that you are in the doorway of the library. So you are about, let's see here. You're about 15 feet from it, David.
All right, but I used everything to move, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no worries.
Rachel, I talked to you about my boomerang, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for remembering that. It's not on my sheet at all.
Okay. It might have just given you the ability and not the actual item.
Well, I thought that I had it. Can we just say I had it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
Do you want me to add it to your inventory?
I just added it and equipped it. So
Okay.
now I get to go back and look at my character so I
All
can
right.
see it. God damn it. Sorry, you ever have someone like be like, okay, do something you've done a billion times and now you can't do it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fuck, and I rolled a 1. Fuck, okay, you know what? Fuck it. No boomerang this turn.
Okay.
Have fun, guys.
I do want to say also that you all have inspiration for this. So at some point, if you want to roll with inspiration, you can use that.
I don't think it's going to help with this roll.
Okay. You can save it for later. All right. We're going to go to the top of the round, and that is the creature. It's going to hiss at the two of you. Real quick, what is everyone's passive perception?
16.
10, I believe.
Okay. Yonk, you are muted.
11.
Okay. So when this thing goes to swipe again at Yonk, and Zen, you're the only one that sees this, but there's something like on its little sort of like thumb claw part, there's like some little piece of metal wrapped around it.
Can I have any idea what it is?
It's sort of moving too fast in this moment, but you can see that there is like something there. It's kind of like grimy, so it's hard to really see, probably because it's had it on for so long.
Something metal.
Yeah.
Like a ring?
Maybe. It looks like it could be the size of a ring. Yonk, does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
All right. It is your turn.
Do you think that people became these things?
Mm.
Seems weird that a bug would put on a ring.
Yeah.
But if a person had a ring on and became a bug.
Yeah. All Yonk knows is that this thing is not a lady and it lied to him and said it needed help, and he's very angry. And so
oh, what if it's the wife?
As a bonus action, I will now cast Frenzy Attack so that on my next turn, I can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
What if they didn't lie? What if they really are a lady?
And then I'm going to swing bada. How's the 16?
16 will hit.
All right. Ooh, 8 damage. Not so hot.
Damage.
That's
He's got
my
a little bug body. So
yeah. So not let's see, anything else I can do? No, because that's an action and that's my bonus action. That's it.
All right. Montero, you are up.
Alrighty. I can see it.
Yes.
I'm going to use the cantrip Mind Sliver.
Oh.
It needs to do a 15 intelligent save or take 1d6 psychic damage.
It got a 5.
All right. Oh, and also it takes 1d6 psychic damage, and then it subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Ooh, okay.
So that is a 4 on the d6.
4 psychic damage. All right. Anything else?
Kind of light down that it isn't stronger to kill a soul.
Well, you can only hope that there's something worse around the corner.
I dread it, and I wish it comes sooner. Didn't take you as long as last time.
Anzan, it is your turn.
I want to take a second. Now that the thing is kind of stopped moving as much, can I the ring is on the right or left hand, or the metal is on the right or left hand?
We'll say the right hand.
Okay. I'm going to say Lorna and see if they react.
You have a pretty high past perception. There's no reaction.
Okay.
How about Martha?
How do you know that name? Can I just click on this since I'm in here and it'll roll it?
It should.
Yo.
That will hit.
I'm also going to use the unarmed strike.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I have to do it beforehand, right? Unarmed strike.
That will also hit.
And I'm going to use the Kensei weapon bonus to give myself a +2 to AC until the end of turn.
Okay.
For free.
All right.
Okay,
you want
put in damage.
Yes.
On quarterstaff. Yeah.
Nice.
And unarmed strike. 10.
Wow. This thing looks pretty rough. Anything
Steal
else?
yourself. It is not done.
All right. The creature is going to go as its bonus action. You all see like the shadows that it's here in the corner kind of like whip up around it. And suddenly it's gone. And Mr. Montero, from behind you, you feel like this like sort of breeze of movement. When you look back, you see the creature is like right there behind you. And it is going to attack. Does a 20 hit you?
I embrace it willingly.
All right. So you take 9 slashing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
You got it. Damn. I passed probably.
What'd you get?
19.
That's a pass. All right. Yonk, it is your turn. This creature has teleported away from you. You see it over by your friend Montero.
Well, then I'm going to go up and reposition myself.
Okay.
Okay, so my initial action will be to swing my great axe again.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 22 versus AC.
That will definitely hit.
That is 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action, as a frenzy attack, I will do it again.
All right.
15.
That will hit.
14 points of damage.
Oh my god.
I thought that first one was damage, and then I realized it was to hit. And I was like, oh, okay. And then the next one was 14. I was like, holy shit.
You like lop its head off and it drops to the ground.
That's what you get for lying to me, you non-lady, non-helper thing.
Yonk. I'm going to run over to it. I'm going to reach for its hand.
So it's more of like a claw.
Yeah.
But you can see it is a ring that it's wearing.
Can I take the ring off?
It takes you like a little bit of muscle because it's like you can tell this thing has been wearing it for a very long time. So it's like all kind of grimy. The claws kind of like grown up around it. You're able to like pull it off though, and this is an ornate platinum signet ring that is embossed with a snowdrop blossom. It's probably worth like 75 gold.
Snowdrop, like the flowers. I knew there was something suspicious about that flower choice.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty ring, Mr. Seafood, but what's the bug doing wearing it?
I suspect that this was a person. before they became a bug.
How
The
does
icky crawly.
how does a person turn into a bug?
A curse.
Ooh.
Or perhaps some sort of poison.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
We should see how far the curse goes. Maybe we can use it ourselves.
Hmm. Oh, look here. I reach into my satchel and I hold it out. I found the lady's necklace. It's got her name on the back of it, Forlorna. That was her name, right? Oh, Forlorna. Oh, anyway, here's her necklace.
For Lorna Michaels.
You hold it, Yonk. Keep it safe.
Okay,
Keep it secret.
I'll put it back in my bag.
Now that there's no threat of a bug monster person, you guys are looking around, and this is indeed a library. There are shelves filled with books that line the walls, and 4 wingback chairs sit around a low table at the center of the room. The wide bank of windows, now broken, on the south wall affords a panoramic view of the dilapidated houses beyond the twisting branches of the tree in the front yard. The table itself is covered in like open books and like little scraps of paper, all like covered in a thick layer of dust.
I'll go through reading those.
Okay.
I'm gonna look to see if they have any Nancy Druid books in the shelves. Since we're doing a mystery,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it'll help.
What are you doing, Montero?
I'm scanning the shelves for something classical and dark.
Okay. The two of you looking at the shelves, you can see there's a pretty varied selection of books here. There are tomes of history and treatises on business. There are thin volumes of folk tales and like grand sweeping epic novels. There's an entire section on arcane theory that includes books about like the other planes of existence. There's quite a bit to go through, and Yonk, you find there's actually like a pretty good sort of children's section. The books are quite old, but it's a lot of sort of like classics.
These are much older than the ones I have in my section of the library. It's a shame that no one can read them. I'm going to take a few and put them in my book satchel so that I can take them back to the library.
Ansan, looking at the table, there are several books that are open with like notes sort of scribbled on little bits of paper stuck between pages. Going through, you can see there's again a sort of varied like mix of books here. You see books that are about the effects of physical and emotional trauma, nightmares, and mysterious disappearances. Sort of out of place in comparison are books on other topics like about the Feywild and its sundry creatures. One of these, you find a single note written in a very shaky hand. It's like going through sort of the handwriting. This is like it sort of becomes more and more desperate as these notes go on. So you can tell that this is sort of like the last one. And it reads, "Could this be the answer?" And it marks a page with an entry of a type of creature called a meanlock. It says that meanlocks are corrupted fey creatures that spontaneously manifest in response to fear in places where the border with the Feywild is thin. Meanlocks create more of their kind by transforming humanoids through a process of psychic torment. They live in subterranean nests, and they are sensitive to bright light and can sense shadows and darkness.
I have a theory. It seems that these were the what are they called?
Meanlock.
Meanlock?
Yes.
Like mean warlock?
Like, yes, but MEEN.
Okay. Weird name, but sure. These meanlock, this thing. I'm going to like kind of nudge him. It looks like it feeds on psychic torment to make more young, to spread. This ring was found on that meanlock. It was a person who was tormented and became into one of them. It changed them.
So
They say they live subterraneously. This is a mine.
So you're saying the bug monsters live in the mine?
Yes. And the torment and fear that people feel and why people are disappearing is they're not leaving, they're becoming these monsters. And then maybe retreating underground back into the mine.
So the bug monsters make babies by scaring people.
Concisely put. Perfect, Yonk. Very good.
He smiles.
So I just need to find fear to be able to escape this existence.
No. You will still be a bug. And you will still be victim to all the same sadnesses and depressions that warp your fragile mind now. But as a bug.
Ooh, it's the metamorphosis.
It is kind of interesting. You will still be sad, but you'll be a metapod as well.
Too bad I've always wanted to be a Butterfree.
Nobody wants to be a fucking Butterfree. Fucking play Venom off like a pro or get the fuck out of here.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism plays Candlekeep Adventures. If you would like to support us, we are on Patreon. You can find the link in our show notes, patreon.com/freelance_heroism. You can find journals, audio outtakes, other stuff like that there. Also in the show notes, you can see our Twitter. You can see the link where Nate and Deese stream, the link to Deese's comics. All very good stuff. And if you like listening to us, maybe give us a 5 stars or whatever on however you're listening.
Solid.
Thank you.
Maybe give us a 5-star, whatever you listen there.
Yeah.
Huh?
However you listen.
Give us some stars on the ear holes, yeah?
Why don't you tell us who's playing?
The cast includes David Walker as D'Angelo Montero, Nathan Lett as Yonk, and yours truly as Master Shifu Anzen, the Quick.
I don't get a thing. I DM this whole game.
No, you weren't part of the characters, and I don't have you on my notes here, so I didn't read you. And our young and talented DM, Rachel Moore.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
No. Thank you. Thanks for listening to Candlekeepers with us. And the late fine is in the mail. I skip closer every day to the brink of oblivion.